Just want to thank God first and foremost. Let's get into this. Let's get into this live. Hope everybody had an amazing week. Shout out to all the barbers out there. Shout out to all the entrepreneurs. Um, let's get to it, man. All right, what was I doing here? Let me catch up. Oh yeah. All right, let's go to a location. Let's go to New Tampa, for example. We have no revenue. Do we not have any revenue entered? We do not. Tear ransom copy from previous month. Is anybody on tonight? Nah, nobody on. Oh, there's a few people. What's up, everybody? All right, check out the software that I've been building. Um, it's something that we give to 6FB anyways. You know what I'm saying? Um, Nonetheless, I think it's pretty cool. So we give spreadsheets to do all of this, right? So imagine you have a new location, right? Let's go. Let's actually let's go to all locations. Let's go to manage locations. Let's add a location. So imagine we have a new location, and this is a real one that I have. It's called Echelon City. That's the name of the location. It is planned. It's 1155 square feet. The rent on this thing is $55 a square foot, $8 for triple net. So we're at about $63 a square foot. Some of y'all see this and be like, oh my Lord, it's a lot of money. Cause it is, brother. Cause it is. So anyways, this app that I'm building, we can do commission, we can do chair rent. So if we want to do commission, it would change this, right? But we're doing chair rent. And because we're doing chair rent, we would just apply it for every individual barber. So I think we'll have 12 chairs at this location. And we're going to probably start off with 3 barbers. So the open date, we assume, is a year from now. And you might be wondering, why the hell is it a year from now? Matter of fact, give me a second. Let me go get my camera real quick so I can show you guys why it's gonna take a year. 1 second. Penny, you getting on my nerves, girl. My dog does not leave my side. And she is doing the most right now. This my baby. This rig right here was $6,000. This is the A7S3, the Sigma lens, 10 to 18. Rolled mic is cheap. The SD cards in here were like $200 a piece. Obviously you got this is fire right here. Look at this. Hey. So yeah. Anyways. Oh, and then you had the ND filter. That was $250. This is the Peter McKinnon's MD filter. So I love this camera. Let's get this camera out of here. The only thing is, the way I got it set up, it's hard to get the damn SD cards out. Damn. But shout out to everybody that's on here on a Friday night. Bro. I'm about to get a tweezer to get this SD card out. Okay, so anyways, we're gonna put October of next year. And then we're gonna save that location, and here it is, Echelon City, right here at the bottom. All right. Then we're gonna go to that location. as you can see here, we're going to build it out. So the build out calculator, you can create a new category. You can say, hey, it's flooring, it's electrical, it's signage, it's labor. And so you can put plumbing and have different costs here for that. So you would come in here and you would add all your costs for building this out. How much is the signage going to be? The locksmith, let's say that's going to be $500. That's only materials is going to be $200 because we're going to do a nice locks. So anyways, if we just use the default number here, the build out is going to be $63,000. So total labor, $6,400, $37,000. Station equipment, which you build out here. So whatever you build out for your stations is going to automatically be carried out over to this calculator. Okay. Now this specific location is going to cost a whole lot more than $60K because it's a brand new build. I'm trying to get this SD card out so I can show you what I'm talking about. But if I can't, let me just do this. I think this will make it easier. Man, y'all quiet tonight, man. Y'all quiet in the chat. All right, we are plugged in. Let me see if it pops up in my files. Nope, it's not showing up. All right, that didn't work out. All right, in the meantime, you know what? Let's find out what happened in the market today because it was ugly. It was an ugly day. My boy, Tom Lee.
Fundstrat's head of research, a CNBC contributor. He, of course, also the chairman of BitMine. So it's good to have you. Ether's down 8.5% this week. Bitcoin's down 8. BitMine is down 20. What's happening here?
Scott, I think we're still seeing the repercussions of that April 10th crypto deleveraging event. You know, it was the biggest deleveraging event ever. And there are still, I think, some market makers that have some balance sheet issues that are trying to raise capital. So I think that this is leading to a market that is kind of raised. You know, every time we get a bit of a rally, there's some capital trying to be raised. And I think that's what's suppressing crypto for now. That's, of course, going to end soon. But I think that's led to why crypto has underperformed equities since October 10th.
Can crypto treasuries, like yours, for example, can they trade as well or in tandem with a cryptocurrency itself, or does one have to trade at the expense of the other? If I'm going to see money flow into Bitcoin or crypto treasuries, wouldn't it then come out of the actual pure play coin itself?
Not exactly, Scott. For instance, when BitMine has shareholders and institutional capital comes in, and, you know, JP Morgan, Invesco, BlackRock are buying big stakes, then that capital is then used to buy Ethereum. So it's actually going back into the ecosystem, but then it's going into a vehicle like BitMine that's actually a permanent holder. You know, BitMine owns 3.5 million Ethereum, more than 2.9% of the supply, but now that is not going to be subject to liquidations because there's no leverage used to hold that Ethereum. And then at some point, that 3.6 million or 3.5 million Ethereum is going to be staked and then generate, you know, nearly $400 million in net income. Well, that can create returns for shareholders. So in a way, a crypto treasury is actually a pretty attractive equity because there's a, you know, an income component plus there's, of course, that ability to grow your Ethereum holdings per share.
But what if crypto treasuries become more favored than crypto itself? There's no negative impact for either the way that Ether or Bitcoin would trade if just more money floods towards the treasury part of this story?
Well, one, it's a conduit because, as you know, equity managers, many of them, the 4,000, can't own crypto directly, so they have to get exposure to Ethereum by buying a stock like Bitmine, and Bitmine is the 438th largest stock in America today. It's not that different than if someone wanted to have exposure to energy. They can buy oil and trade a commodity, or they can take like oil barrels at home, or they can buy an oil-related stock, either a major or something in the supply chain. That's what crypto treasuries are, is essentially an asset class that gives you direct exposure to the crypto asset.
All right, let's pivot to the market itself. Is your confidence at all shaken in where we are and what you thought the prospects for an end-of-year run could be after what we've seen this week?
Well, it's never fun to see markets wobble and then stocks that are quite popular like AI and the quantums and nuclear come down so hard. But it is consistent with the idea that, we were up 6 months through October, so the market's overbought. We expected 2 weeks of consolidation, which is what we're getting. And then, of course, as you know, there's hawkish Fed talk, so there's a bit of a tantrum the market's having. But between now and year-end, we still have really good seasonals. The earnings have been good. Sentiment has flipped negative, Scott, as you could tell. I mean, the AAI went to negative 17.5. So I'd say the risk-reward is still really good for equities into year-end. And, yeah, I think the S&P will be over 7,000 by the end of the year. In fact, maybe over 7,000 by the end of the month.
Damn. Please, Lord, we need it. I'm listening to you, Tom. I didn't give up on you, Tom. I'm listening to you, brother. All right, with that being said, I want y'all to see, this is the new shop. This is Echelon City. Check this out, y'all. Guys, welcome to Headlines, Echelon City. If you're looking for a barbershop to work at, this is in, I believe, St. Pete. So we just signed the agreement to be right here in this unit right here. And I'm super excited about this. We're gonna be right here, this unit right here, which I like. As soon as you come in, you're gonna see the boom. There go the shop. And here, there's gonna be a cigar lounge. There's gonna be a nail salon. There's gonna be a hair salon. All through here. So people gonna be coming in and out of this area. Spot. You got the Raymond James Business Center with, like, I think 2,000 employees, average salary of $200,000 a year. I mean, these are luxury high-rise apartments. You have Publix right over here. Okay, you have Top Golf right behind this building. I didn't even know Echelon City existed, but it does. Yeah, so that's one of the locations, Echelon City. This is the actual unit. Show it to y'all. So it's that unit right there. That's the unit. It's gonna be right here. And then I want y'all to see right behind the building is Yo no sé mañana. Did I not record this? Don't tell me I didn't record it. But I want to show y'all, check this out, Top Golf is here as well. So you got this whole neighborhood. Look at this. They go Top Golf right next to run the stop sign. Brother. You got Top Golf right here. Yeah, so I think this location is gonna do amazing. I think it's a great location. So this is what I'm working on here. This is Echelon City, right? Number of LED lights. Like it's pretty cool how we can get create this station. We can add an item. Let's say we didn't put, I don't know, hand mirrors. We're gonna get hand mirrors for all the barbers so that they don't have to cover it, because we want barbers to show the hand mirrors to their clients. So $30, boom, $300, and you can remove it, right? Miscellaneous stuff. I don't know. Oh, we need towels. We need towels, and I'm assuming we're gonna get a whole bunch, so we're gonna spend $500 on towels. I gotta change this format here, but All of it is calculated automatically, and you have your total cost for all your stations. And that is carried over to the build-out calculator, salon stations. There it is, 2040. Okay. Then you have your rent projections, right? So we know our rent is going to be 55. We know we have 1155 square feet. Annual escalation of 3%. That's typical. We did a 5 and 5, I believe. So our rent for this location the first year is going to be $64.88. It's expensive. It's expensive. I think this should be a commission shop. But at the same time, we don't know for sure, right? We need to look at what projections would be like. Because if you're telling me 6,500, let's put another 1,000, 7,500, and we have 12 chairs at 335, right? Let me see. Let me do the math on that. I want this to be a 100K shop. 325 times 12 times 51. So 198,000 minus, so 198,000 a year, right? Minus, let's say 7,500 for the first year, times 12. That's still a six-figure shop, guys. You're still clearing $108,000. You know, triple nets here, Danny. So check this out. I built this app. I just copied the spreadsheets and I built it into an app. What's up, man? I went over to Echelon City. I didn't get a chance to go to Connerton today, but I did Echelon. I did Epperson. I did Lexington Oaks. For some reason, I thought the floors were already done in Lexington Oaks. But then I remembered they wanted to paint the place first before they did the floor. So when I went in, I saw the ceilings are already black, the walls are already gray. Pretty much, you know, they just got to do the floors now. So Lexington Oaks, it looks like it's gonna be ready December 15th, right? So super excited about that. And I'm just live streaming because I'm gonna repurpose this into actual content at some point. Is the app available for mentees? Not yet, Easy. Not yet. But the spreadsheets are already up there. Man, we got a lot of stuff going on, man. Jeez. We're crazy. Danny, we are legitimately crazy. It's like it's never ending. And then we get bored if we don't have never-ending stuff to do. And then we get bored, and then we just add more stuff to the never-ending stuff. Yeah. I used to think this was for everybody. It ain't for everybody. Hell no. This is not for the weak. Straight up. I do not have TA in here. No. But that's gonna be nice. I gotta. So what I'm doing is I'm starting with an MVP, and then I'm gonna start adding things like that little by little. I just want something that's working. I want the databases to be querying. I want the back end and the front end to have, you know, all the endpoints clean, APIs good, and then it makes it really easy to add little things like that. But like, it's easier for me to build this than a spreadsheet. Crazy. Spreadsheets are hard. Danny, so I was looking, Echelon will still be a 6-figure shop. How many chairs do you think, even if we do booth rent, I'm saying, how many chairs do you think we'll put in there? You think it's a 12-chair shop or you think it's less? $12? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Man, but honestly, when revisiting that plaza, I still felt good about it. Like I still felt good, like I felt even better about it. It is a dope spot. The only thing is we're breaking our rule again. It's far. The closest shop I saw that we have is between Tomb 45 and Northdale, and those were each 14 and 15 miles away. So not crazy, not 30 miles, but yeah. Yeah. I like it. I like it. Did you see my post today about 1099s and you know, the commission versus booth rent thing? Actually, I gotta get working on what I should be doing right now is Sunshine's Google Ads. That's what I should be doing. I got like an hour before I gotta go get the kids from basketball. No, it's just I just keep seeing people post, barbers post. You know, I like commission because I have more control over the barbers. And you know, I think barbers just kind of blend the idea that commission automatically means the same rules as W-2. Like, you guys aren't running W-2 shops. You're running 1099. They're independent contractors. How does anything change there besides the financial arrangements, right? It's crazy how the majority, and I'm guilty of this. It's crazy how the majority of barbers don't understand that's an important distinction, right? One of the things I was thinking about too, though, Danny, was yeah, exactly. Another project. One of the things I was thinking is maybe we do need to have, you know, agreements. And what I was thinking is integrate it in the software we're going to work with. Just make it a thing when we add a barber, it's just a checkbox that that they've read the agreement and they agree. And I went through a lot of court rulings, and I think we're spot on. We're like borderline gray area, not even close, not even. I think we're really good. I think we do a good job of keeping a good balance there between protecting our brand versus still giving barbers the freedom of being independent contractors. I think we do a really good balance of that. And just comparing it to some of the court rulings that I've seen, The only thing I would say is we probably need to just add that feature. And so when we onboard a barber, it's just a checkbox. You know, they have to open it, has the agreement, check, good to go, right? There should always be a space in that app where our business what is it, a BOM, business operation manual, is always accessible in their dashboard. That's what I'm thinking. And then I think we're 100% good to go, protected. So what are your thoughts there, Danny? In the meantime, let me log into Google real quick. Start working on these ads for my peoples. Why is it not showing in my Google account? We protect the brand by hiring right to begin with. We turn away a lot of money by not hiring everyone. Yeah, I agree with that. But I also have, I don't know, man. I think you're right, though. Oh, here it goes. I just needed to scroll down. Just scroll down, Chris, and you'll see the ads account. Thank God this is working. Thank God this is working. Meta has been such a pain in my ass, bro. I've spent hours trying to fix this. Drove over to Sunshine. Everything was perfect on his end. Yep. You're right. I just think that we need proof that that information has been shared, is all I'm saying, like when during the interview process. Because, you know, a lot of I was looking up a lot of the verbal contractual agreements, and they just don't hold up that well from what I've seen. Alrighty, that's what I need to do. I need to go to Shopify. I need to log into Sunshine. The store looks good, though. He did a good job in there. It's a little bit hidden. It's in the cut. But those type of stores people seek, right? It's not like we need to be next to Walmart, you know? All right, let me see. I wish, dang. I'm going to have him share the Shopify to. Danny, did Julio share his Shopify to your email, to the Tomb 45 email? If so, can you verify it? That way it shows up in our login, in our dashboard? Because now I'm going to have to log out, log into mine so that I can access Sunshine. But I use your login for everything, so. Let me know. What do you have planned this weekend, Danny? This is crazy, bro. This is so sad. The coach from Last Chance U, for anybody that actually watched that show, somebody went on campus and shot him in the head. This is a guy who has changed so many lives of people who come from nothing, bro. Just sad to see. All right, let me not take the stream there. You know what? Let me let the mentees know that we are live, actually. All right, cool. Just sent it out. Boat weather. True. Need to take that thing out, man. Is the pontoon on the dock or still not ready? I can't remember the last update. I'm sorry. Alrighty. So I just need to make sure that Google is set up correctly, that we have our tag installed. Julio don't care about spending money. He'll spend money. So I'm probably start off with $20, $30 just to speed ramp this thing. Yeah, so it looks like the Shopify channel was connected, but something's wrong with it. So let's see what's going on. So Shopify is already linked. Some of your pages are not tagged. Additional domains detected for configurations. See untagged. So there's one that's not tagged. We don't need the contact page tagged. Stupid head. I'm good with that. Okay. Configure your domains. Cross domain. We don't need cross domain. I don't think. Oh. No, we're good. We're good. We're good. All right. I think it's already set up, actually. So now I got to see if the Google My Business page is connected. And it is. Good. Oh, man, Julio know what the hell he doing. Is that my phone? I promise you guys, my dog is watching TV right now. I promise you my dog is watching TV right now. She's watching SpongeBob. All right, so we're good here. It looks like Business Manager set up. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. All right, and I'm gonna give y'all some game. This is a retail business. This is a brick and mortar business. We want people to come visit the store. The problem is, or not the problem, but the challenge is, this isn't your typical local business. In that I was talking to Julio, and he's got people driving from Alaska to come visit his shop, bro. It's insane, bro, how crazy, his customer base is. He's got people driving from all over to come to this retail store. So I want to test two ads. I want to test an ad that just targets barbers across the country. And I want to test local ads too. And when I mean local, I mean like 100 miles out, 150 miles out. 150 miles is a normal drive for a truck driver, right? And I want to track those two ads and see how they perform. The thing is that if we do the 100 miles out, it needs to be a local ad that sends them to the business manager or to the Google My Business page. If we're going to do a national ad, I'm not sure I want to test. Do we test? Yeah, we're going to test it to the business page as well. So we're going to do 3 ads. We're going to do 3 ads. Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. Okay. There we go. I was about to say, why are you not working? So ad number 1 is 150 miles local to GMB. So this is number 1. Okay. Ad number 2 is going to be national to GMB. And then ad number 3 is going to be national to Shopify. Danny, we're not, is he on Amazon yet? I don't think he's not on Amazon. He's just doing retail and he's just doing retail, Shopify, e-commerce, retail. And before I run these ads, I'm gonna set them up. I'm gonna have them already set up, but I want to talk to Julio and just see what he thinks, because he might have some cool ideas. Okay, we're not on Amazon yet. All right. Okay, so this is my train of thought. I thought I was gonna have to come in here and set the account up, but the account's already set up. So now it's just strategy and finding. Let me make sure I have access to all of the creative. I love doing this shit, man. It's so fun. Especially when you start seeing results. Like, Danny, I was talking to Julio, and he was just like, bro, I can't believe how much we've grown. You know, he was telling me what the sales have been every month, and it just keeps growing, and he can't keep up with the sales. He was talking about the bumpers. Bro, just insane. Have you heard back from the boat lift guy? What the hell? Did we scare him away? Damn, I probably shouldn't be talking like that publicly, but again, I'm not like that. I'm not connected like that. That's Danny, so. I'm not loving this. Oh, great. Okay, my bad. What is this? Chris, don't get mad, Chris. Chris, you don't know the context. Don't get mad, Chris. You don't know the context. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Poor Lindsay. Another thing she didn't know about. Oh no, what I do? The ladies are sick of us, bro. The ladies are sick of us. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Okay, so don't get pissed off, Chris. Chill. Okay, now we're on to something. I saw the raw footage and I was pissed. But it actually is it is actually kind of fire. All right, ready? I'm so happy with the logo that he didn't do the logos with the crazy extravagant designs that just, it's hard to scale, right? This is a great logo. Good job, Julio. Julio's getting smarter, man. Smarter with this marketing stuff, him damn self. This is cool. All right, cool. So we have that clip. That's a badass clip. I like that. So we'll definitely use that. We need more, though. It's not enough. Don't get mad, Chris. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. But like, you were already here. We should have had enough for 10 of these. 10 of these. You're already here. Just record 1,000 pieces of B-roll, put it in a drive, and let Georgie do his thing. Easy, what's good, man? He said if I myself at 8 am I at 80% booking capacity, making $3,000 a week, barbering, what percentage should be going on meta ads on the personal barbering side? I'll be honest with you, I probably would just keep $10 a day. Think about it. $300 out of 3,000. And it's $300 a month. No, I lied. So we're talking about 12,000. We're talking about 12,000. If you spend $300 a month, you're talking about $75 a week out of the 3,000. You know, it depends. Have you raised your prices? Are you at the price that you want to be? Because if you're not at the price that you want to be, I'd keep running the $10 a day till I get to the price that I want to be. And that's the thing, that some people get booked, but you're booked at market rates, or you're booked at a little bit above. You know, I got all the way to $100 and I had to tell people no. That's a great situation to be in. But Easy, it's a little bit different for me because I have context. I've been Danny. He's been in the mentorship for a while. He owns a barbershop with 4 other barbers, and he's trying to get more booth rent, and they're not that busy. So like, I don't know. I lost that individual barber hat a long time ago. When I do marketing, it's hard for me not to think about, I got to get 50 walk-ins a week, every week. That's like, an individual barber is happy with, 15 walk-ins a week, right? Just something to think about. But if you're where you want to be, Easy, this is the advice. The problem is, Easy, and we've talked about this, you can't stack because you spend too much money. Like, I don't understand. Like, why can't you live on $6,000 a month and save after you pay taxes and save $3,000 a month? Why can't you do that? You can. You just got to do it, bro. You can do it. All right. All right. Let's keep going. Let's keep working. All right. So I have my plan. I'm going to go to ChatGPT and I'm going to polish this to make it easy. And I'm going to send a message to Julio and see what he thinks. So what I'm thinking is, here's what I'm thinking for spend. Here's what I'm thinking for spend. 150 miles locally, do $10 a day. But do we want to grow this fast? If we want to grow this fast, $20 a day. $20 a day. National to DMB, that's a lot more people. $50 a day, man. No, $40 a day. $40 a day. National to Shopify, $40 a day. But that's a lot of money for a business that hasn't even started. Right? You're talking $1,200, $1,200, $600. I think the most effective money we spend is what we're going to spend the least on, but we're going to get way better results. Why don't you spend more, Chris? Why don't you match this? Because the target audience is not hard to reach. $20 a day is going to reach that target audience, right? Could we spend the $1,200? Sure, we'll reach the target audience much faster, but do we want to do that? Because the frequency of these ads is going to be crazy because of the money that we're spending. And what frequency means is that the same person is going to see the same ad. They're going to feel like they're spammed. You know what I mean? Gabriel, please do not remind me. And I'm not going to lie. Buy the dip. Buy the dip. Just last week, people were talking about Bitcoin going to 150. You know? They're doing us a favor. Nakai said, was finally able to start the option strategy, did a play on Hood and SoFi. You must be doing good because SoFi and Hood are both doing good, even with the craziness that's going on. Good, Easy. I love to hear it. Danny, what do you think? What do you think the budget thing? What do you think about the budget thing? Does Julio want to spend some real money? Or do we just go to $10 a day on each of them for the first 30 days, see how it goes, and then ramp up? But we can do this for 7 days. This is a 7-day plan. $10 a day is a 30-day plan. I know y'all can't read nothing I'm saying. All right, let me go to ChatGPT and let it know what I'm doing. I'm about to give y'all some game right here. Here we go. All right, Julio. Actually, ChatGPT, can you polish this for me? So this is what I want to tell Julio on WhatsApp. I need this to be concise, polished, and well explained. So I'm about to start the Google campaign. We're going to wait on Meta for a little bit because we got to figure that out. But Google's already set up. I thought I was going to have to come in and set things up, but it's good to go. And so here are my strategies. Number one, I want to do 100 to 150 miles out locally, and I want to target local customers, and I want to send them to our Google My Business page. I want to spend $20 a day on that. This is a 7-day plan. We can do a 30-day plan at $10 a day if we want to be budget conscious across the board. The second strategy that I want to do is national to Google My Business. After visiting your store, you talked about how people are driving from all over the country to come visit the store. They're coming from Alaska, right? And so if we want to reach more people on a broader level, you have to spend a little bit more money. So I'd like to spend $40 a day for 7 days and see how that works out. But we also have the option of $10 a day for 30 days to get some real data that we can measure and then strategize from. The third strategy that I want to implement is national to Shopify. I want to send people to our e-commerce store. I think that that's a no-brainer. We have to do that. And of all of the spend, I'd probably spend more there because it's just easy customers to convert. That one I want to spend $40 a day as well for 7 days. We can spend $10 a day for 30 days as well. But in any case, on all 3 of these campaigns, we'll measure them within a 7 to 30 day time span, and then we'll re-strategize and capitalize on what we learn. So everything that I just said there, boom. It would have taken me 3 times as long to type it. So now ChatGPT is going to clean it up. Boom! Look how clean that is. Why you gotta start with bro? I'm about to kick off the Google campaigns. We're gonna hold off on Meta for now until we sort out a few things on that side. But Google is fully set up and ready to run. Here's the plan. Google My Business. I want to target 100, 150 miles. Option A is $20 a day for 7 days. Option B, look at that. Look how clean and organized it is. National, Google My Business. After seeing how people travel all over the country to visit your store, even Alaska, it makes sense to expand nationally. Option A, $40 a day for 7 days, for 30 days. Okay, cool. National, Shopify, e-commerce. We need to push traffic to online. Now, watch this. Can you do some deep research, see what best practices, and evaluate my plan? Where can I improve it? Sheesh. Now, see what I'm saying? Like this, hey, how is AI going to fail? And this is just a large language model. This is just a large language model. People don't realize that there are Fortune 500 companies that have API integration with Claude Code, with Codex, which is owned by OpenAI, with Grok, right? And they're building all of their softwares with it, and they're spending a boatload of money. That's why they're letting go of thousands of employees. For every software developer that is a high-end software developer, they're 10xing productivity. So they're getting rid of people. And profits are growing. Whatever. Bro, I just know how the system works, bro. Bro, I just know how the system works. Look at this. Look at the response. And I'm going to zoom in for y'all. Okay. Most small business accounts start new campaigns around $20 to $50 per campaign. Right? You want at least 15 to 50 conversions per month per campaign, for 4 to 6 weeks for stable performance. Like, you need actual conversions in order for the algorithm, for the AI to learn and improve, right? So if you're not spending enough under a certain period of time, you're not going to get the data. And that's what data ramping is. It's spending more up front. So I'm going to recommend that he spends more up front, right? This is the test range. Okay, so the advice here, though, for B is rethink national to GMB. Build a flagship landing page. Google My Business is a little awkward, but I like awkward. I mean, GBP is awesome for local search intent, yes. For someone in Alaska who's thinking about a trip, you probably want story, photos. No, Instagram already did all that. YouTube already did all that, right? No. Do our customers know that? Is there any affiliation with Florida Finest and Sunshine? Sunshine State. Can you add that question to the final message? What time is it? I gotta leave soon. All right, so look, it cleaned it up with the new strategy. Let me read it, make sure it sounds right. So I'm about to start the Google campaigns. Let me zoom out because this is too much. There we go. I'm about to start the Google campaigns. We're going to pause Meta for a bit until we fix a couple things there. Here's the improved plan based on best practices. Google My Business, I'm tightening the radius to keep it realistic and high intent. Instead of 100 to 150 miles, I want to start with 50 to 75 miles. Okay, cool. Around the shop and send people straight to your GMB. So I'm going to spend $20 to $30 a day for 30 days, or we could do $10 a day if we want to stretch the budget. Okay, so we're not going to do. I love this, but yeah, okay. One more thing. Before I launch everything, can you confirm if there's any affiliation or connection between Florida Finance and Sunshine State? Just want to make sure there's no branding or business confusion on the back end when we're running ads. Cool. All right, I'm going to put it in this group chat. Danny, if you have an opinion on it, please do respond. And let me make sure it's formatted correctly. Man, God is good. Just driving around to all the locations we have, bro. Man, God is good. Yo, y'all got questions, man? Y'all are quiet in the chat. The chat is crazy quiet. What's going on, y'all? What's going on, fellas? What did I do here? Let me delete this shit, bro. Delete for everyone. Repost. I got 3K views in the video I made for my show in one day. That's fire. Congrats, man. I know that felt good. It always felt good when a video of mine went viral, bro. You know, you work hard to strategize and upload that content. You want that shit to be appreciated, you know. All right, cool. So I sent that out. Tito gave you that advice. That's cool, man. Tito's killing it. All right, I'm about to head out, man. I enjoyed this live stream. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, you know. How much game we give in these streams, man. People be sleep on them. Sleeping. Good call, Danny. Bro, why is this man? Bro, why are you still commenting on my post, bro? Bro, why did you delete the dumb shit you said before to now post more dumb shit? Look, I want to show y'all how dumb people are. I'm about to go on Instagram Live to show y'all how dumb people are, bro. Just because it's just frustrating, bro. And these are people who follow me, who have been nice to me in the past. And the moment, like, yo, people are fucking weird, bro. This is why I don't let people in, bro. This is why I keep a certain amount of people in my circle, bro. Cause people are so weird, bro. The switch ups be so damn crazy. The comment. What are we talking about? Thanks to for the advice. I see you on the court, man. Need a 6FB hoop session. Yes, sir. I mean, I'm old, bro. I'm old. All right, I'm gonna go on live on Instagram for a little bit.